This video is a demonstration video of how to use my camera aspect ratio rectifier, which is the tool that adjusts your camera screen to multiple resolutions. And so let me begin the demonstration. I just have a scene with a camera which has my script on it, and a CD which is just a sprite, and that's it. So right now on my script, the maintain width is false, and the depth position is at 0, so it will adapt the height to different aspect ratios. So if I change here the aspect ratio, as you can see, the height is always the same. The 7 always appears, and this line, which is a 1, always appears as well, as you can see. And I can also change to this default aspect ratios, and as you can see, it always appears. Okay, now let's see what if I change this to maintain the width. Well, now instead of maintaining the height, it will maintain the width. Meaning, if I do this, you can see that the height is not maintained. Instead of appearing here a 7, appears an 8, but the width is maintained. As you can see, no matter how I change this, it will always go from 1 to 9. If I stretch this like that, it doesn't appear the 1 and the 9 because it's centered on the middle of the screen, but the buildings that appear on it are always the same, because that's how it works. As you can see here, you can see 1 and 9. Now, this is not the only thing that this tool does. It also centers the screen on other parts. So right now, when I put this at 0, it will center on the center of the screen, no matter if it's maintaining its width or not. But if I change the position to -1 or to 1, it will like this, to maintain the width. And because this is -1, it means that the width is always the same, and it anchors itself on the bottom. So this line over here, these numbers over here on the bottom, will always appear, and the numbers over on the top, these numbers will appear more or less depending on how the camera is. So as you can see, the numbers on the bottom are always there, but the numbers on the top vary. As you can see, there's always from 1 to 9, and they always appear. Of course, that I can do the opposite, and I change the position to adapt to the top. So now this 7 will always appear, and these numbers over here will appear or not, depending on how the screen is. And as you can see, the width is always the same, but now it's anchored on the top. And the same thing happens to when I uncheck this and make this adapt to the -1. This will adapt to the left, so the anchor is the left, so this number 1 right here will always appear. As you can see right now, if I change the screen ratio, the 1 always appears, and the rest of the screen appears or not, depending on the ratio of the screen. And the same for the other side. If I put here the 9 appearing, the 9 will always appear no matter the ratio, the aspect ratio. So as you can see, the 9 is there, the 9 is there, the 9 is there, and the height is always maintained like it's supposed to be. That was the demonstration, guys. I hope this was helpful, and goodbye.